Good morning. I am going over IXL Help on lessons PPE and LBX. This has to do with point slope form. And this is how to show your work. So question number 1 for my PPE lesson is going to look like this. So it says a line includes the point -7, 2 and has a slope of -1, 8. So I'm going to write my point, -7, 2, and my slope is -1, 8. And I have to keep in mind that I'm using this formula, point slope formula, y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. So this is my x sub 1, this is my y sub 1, and this is my m. So I'm going to say y minus 2 equals -1/8 times the quantity of x minus -7. Now here I'm just filling in blanks on these first few questions. So I'm just going to plug in the -7 here. I have to put that negative there even though it already says negative. And then I'll put -1/8, or you can use the fraction button, and then my y is 2. Submit, got it. All right, so my slope is 9, and my point is 5, 8. Slope is 9. So I'm going to say y minus my y1 equals 9 times the quantity of x minus my x sub 1, 5. Alright, we're just plugging it in. X is 5. Slope is -9. Oh, I didn't write a -9 on my paper. There we go. And then my y value is 8. Notice I don't add any negatives because everything is positive except this -9. Click submit. Got it. All right, my next point is 4, 8. For -8, excuse me. And my slope is -9 again. So that's y minus -8 equals -9 times the quantity of x minus 4. So I go type those in. -8. -9, and 4. All right, 3 questions in, and I'm over a quarter of the way through where I need to go. 1/7 is my slope, and 6 -1 is my point. Let me zoom out a little bit. M is 1/7, and my point is 6 -1. Is that correct? Yes. So it's y minus -1 equals 1/7 times x minus 6. Oh, I get to simplify here. So I can do one of two things. I can leave it as is, and here I can put minus -1, or I can write y plus 1 equals 1/7 x minus 6. Because when you subtract a negative, you turn that into addition. So this ends up being a plus sign. So this is how it's going to appear on the test, but IXL will accept this. So I'll show you both ways. So this is y minus -1 equals 1/7 times the quantity of x minus 6. So you see how I have the double negatives there for that minus -1? I have to make sure that I have those double negatives or a plus sign there. Let's see if it works out for me. It did. All right, here I don't need any double negatives because both of these are already positive. So I'm just going to type in 10 for my x sub 1 and 9 for my x sub y. I'm sorry, my y sub 1. So my point is 10, 9, and my slope was, what was it? -8. This is question 5. So y minus 9 equals -8 times x minus 10. So I've got to type all that in. Y minus 9 equals -8 8 times the quantity of x minus 10. Got to close the parentheses or IXL will mark it wrong. Got it. All right, 2, 1, and a slope of 5. So y minus 1 equals 5 times x minus 2. All right, this will be the last one that I do on this one. Oh, wait, no, I have to show you what it looks like when I change my double negative to a positive. So hold, please. X minus 2, close parentheses. Y minus 1 equals 5 times the quantity of x minus 2. Okay, cool. Make sure you check it and type it in the right way. Perfect. This is a double negative opportunity. M equals 1/9, and my point is -2, -9. So this is how it will look on the test. We'll input y minus -9 equals 1/9 times the quantity of x minus -2. And we'll leave it that way. But we have to simplify. So these have to become plus signs. Everything gets changed. We don't change just one, we change them both, or we cross them. So the double negative becomes a positive. So this is now y plus 9 equals 1/9 times x plus 2. This will still be acceptable in IXL. Let's write it or type it in. Y plus 9 equals 1/9 times the quantity of x plus 2. It accepted it that way, okay? All right, let's go on to IXL lesson LBX. And also, we're already at 55% on those first 7 questions, so we should be able to breeze through these as long as we're plugging them in properly. If we get a little wonky with the signs, then just make sure you're reading when you get it wrong and you understand where your mistake is, and then you compare what the correct answer is to what you typed in. LBX. Okay, we've got to locate a graph or points here. So this is where we can use Desmos. All right, so look at this graph. It gives you a point, and it says use the red point in your equation. So you have to use this point. So I'm going to make a table. This is lesson LBX. My point is I run to the right 6 and I jump 1. So that is 6, 1. This is the point that I have to use in my point slope form. Now I can use any other point to make my slope. So I'm going to use the y-intercept because that's my favorite point. And that's 0, -1. Now I'm going to go to Desmos, and I'm going to make my table in Desmos, because whenever you have a table on your paper, whenever you have a graph, always make a table. Always, always, always make a table. That's the default thought process. Table, 6, 1, 0, -1. All right, click your linear regression button, export, type M to get the slope. My slope is 1/3. So M is 1/3. So now when I get ready to type in my equation here, I'm going to put 1/3 here. And then my y value is 1. And my x value is 6. Let me make sure I rise 1 and then run 3. 1, 2, 3. Rise 1, 1, 2, 3. All right, 1/3 works. And then I need to write the equation as well. Y minus 1 equals 1/3 x minus 6. You have to have all of this to show your work in order to get credit for it. Got it. All right, so we're using this point where I run 7, jump 2, 7, 2, and then, I can't identify my y-intercept here, so I can identify my x-intercept, which is 1, 2, 3, and then I just jump 0. I don't jump at all, so 3, 0. Go back to Desmos. We're going to type this table in there. 2 and 0. 7 and, oops. Oopsies. 7, 3 on the X side, 2, 0 over here. All right, my slope is 1/2, and I have to use this point. And I can also circle it. M equals 1/2. So my equation is y minus 2, because this is my y sub 1, equals 1/2 my slope times x minus 7. And that's what I'll type into IXL. Y minus 2, my slope is 1/2. Make sure you use fractions. Do not put a decimal here, it won't count. And x minus 7. 7, 2. All right, I've got to use the point 1, 2, 3, 3. And then another point. I don't have any intercepts that I can identify, so I've got to find another point. This one looks like it, -5, 2. 3, 3, -5, 2. Bless you. My slope is 3, 3, -5, 2. Some of the numbers are already there for me. Love that for me. My slope is 1/8. So then my equation will be y, hey sweetie, minus 3 equals 1/8 times x minus 3. Let me double check and make sure that's the point that I was supposed to use. The red one, 3, 3. Cool. Y minus 3, 1/8, x minus 3. Okay, now I've got one where they don't give me the guidelines. I just have to do it on my own. So I've got this point, which is 4, -7. And another point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. Because that's my y or x-intercept. Can't see my y-intercept. All right, Desmos to get the slope. 7, oops, it should be a -7. 4, -7. 5. All right, my slope is 7, and I have to use 4, -7. And this is the point, so it's y minus -7 equals 7 times x minus 4. Remember, my double negative becomes a plus sign, so y plus 7 equals 7 times x minus 4. Y plus 7 equals 7 times x minus 4, close parentheses. Let's see if I got it. I did. All right, last one that I'm doing with y'all. Oh, wow, this one's a pretty big point. Okay, 200 and 700. And then another point is, hold on, let me zoom in because y'all know Miss Darling can't see. 100, 300. And I have to use this point here. So let's go to Desmos to create the slope. All right, 200, 700, 100, 300. All right, my slope is 4. So m equals 4. And then when I plug things in for my slope intercept, or I'm sorry, point slope, I'm going to say y minus 700 equals 4 times the quantity of x minus 200. And that's what's going to be when I type it in IXL. Y minus 700 equals 4 times x minus 200.